Welcome to another relaxing paint this morning. I wanted to do a relaxing vine, and I think you guys will enjoy um, how how easy and smooth it can be. So if you're out there and you're just getting started, or if you've been with me for a while and you really want a peaceful morning, just do this with me. All right, just paint with me today. I am excited that it's the new year 2021 and we have lots of hope for the future. And I think it's exciting every time I get on. Sorry, my nose itches. So they say if your nose itches, somebody's talking about you. And I think it's a nervous thing. So is that weird? Anyway, I am excited to think about what this new year brings. All right. So I've been in my prayers that we have a successful, wonderful year. And I hope that that you can have hope. All right. So let's get painting. Does that sound good today? I want to show you what I've got ready for us to work with. And I've just got a long legal size piece of blue paper. And it's just like typing paper. I'm going to get my overhead camera ready for us here. It's just like a legal sheet of blue paper. You could use scrapbooking paper. You can base coat something to paint on or just a piece of metal and wrap this around a watering can or a French bucket or any kind of round surface, like a vase or, glass, ceramic, metal. You can do all that with this paint, so that's pretty fun. So I'm using the multi-surface, which means multiple surfaces, and it is got a sealer inside of it, so it's ready to go for you. I'm using Thicket citrus green. I have a little bit of dioxazine purple and violet pansy, some wicker white or titanium white, magenta, and this is daffodil yellow. All right, so I'm going to use my scruffy. This is a half-inch scruffy, and I fluffed it because when it comes in the package, it's flat. So you want to fluff it out, all right? And by the way, I have three sizes. So I want to show you. I've got a very large 3/4 size, a 1/4 inch, and this is the middle size, all right? And I'm going to use a flat, oh, that's a filbert, so let me get a flat. I'm going to use my flat, 12 flat, all right? And I'm going to use a script liner, okay? So what we're going to do is a fun little vine, all right? So I'm going to dampen my brush and I'm going to lay it on the paper towel. And we can use some floating medium, but what I want you to see with your floating medium, this is the old wrapper, this is a new wrapper, same paint, same medium, all right? So floating medium is what makes this paint fluffy, but it doesn't have any pigment in it, no color, all right? So I just put that on there because I am working with paper, and it does look kind of milky, but it dries clear, all right? So sometimes it's clear, but this is a new formula that's going to stay fluffy instead of going watery. All right, so I'm going to go in between. I got a little bit of medium on this dry brush. I wet it first, laid it on a paper towel to get the excess paint out of it, and then I'm loading the brush. All right. If you watch practice strokes are on Friday at noon. I go into a lot more detail about the paint and what we're using. And if there's anything I'm showing you today that you like, you can go to onestroke.com and get any of your painting supplies. All right, so I'm going to start on the chisel. This is the chisel. I'm going to start on the chisel, and if you watch, I'm going to do a nice wave for a vine. And this is what I do when I do borders on a wall or on a hope chest or even on one of those containers I talked to you about. All right. So let's go right here and see that I'm going to pick up a little bit more. All right. And then I'm going to come on this side and I go go on this side and go across, on this side and cross, on this side and cross. I should have, I did both of these on the top. I needed to take one here, sorry. Okay, I just put an extra one in there, but that's okay. All right, so what I want you to see from there is that I have some extra little vines so that I can have leaves and flowers on there. And this is my map that I lay out when I'm doing a border, okay? Now, when you do this, what I want you to see is that we're lifting the front slightly and we're dragging those last bristles. If you touch and you lean forward, you're gonna have a branch, not a vine, okay? Now, I'm going to wash this brush for now, lay it down, and then I'm going to use a dry scruffy. Don't wet this brush. All right, it should like an oval makeup brush, okay? All right, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pick up some purple. I got kind of get violet pansy and purple kind of. All right, and then I'm going to come over on the other end of it. It's like if you cracked an egg, it's half this way, not side to side. Okay, so now I'm ready. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to put right here, 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 here. All right, so I'm going to pounce. I'm going to turn this brush around. Pounce a round area. Okay, then I'm going to tilt the brush on its edge on the side and make a tail. And we don't want to over pounce because then it'll get muddy. So see, it's starting to lose its color in the middle, because what I want to see, I'm going to go back up and pounce some more. Okay, and I'm going to keep the white up. All right, so what I want to see is we're pouncing a round area. And then I'm going to lay the brush on its side and let it trail off like wisteria. Okay, so it is firm. Let me get some more white. It's lightly tapping and lightly tapping as we trail down. Okay, now what you will see is that some people do this. They pounce, pounce, pounce. That's not what I'm doing. Listen. It's kind of firm but light. Then I lean on the edge. Should kind of look like a tornado. Can you see that? Where it's big up there, it gets tapers down the small. All right, so you have to practice on the scruffy brush because some people have a hard time with it. All right, and it's one of the easiest things because you can cover stuff that you don't like. I want you to see that some people also turn this around. And if you turn it around, you have a white on the outside and a purple in the middle. Now, I like to do that on the center of some flowers, but that's not what I want right now. So I pounce here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and move it around. See how I moved it around? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't stay in one spot till it goes muddy. Then I can tap out that I want it to trail. Okay, but then I can come back and just have some little lighter colors in there. Okay, so we just want it to trail like it's falling. And then it looks more like wisteria. Okay, so now this brush is done. So I'm going to put it in the water, pounce it straight up and down because the scruffy brush has natural hairs. I'm just pouncing into my basin, not raking it on the rake, and then I pinch the ferrule, the silver part, and then I fluff it. and then I put it up ready for next time I'm going to use it. Okay. Now, I want to come in here again with my greens. All right. So if you look here, I'm going to grab these two colors back and forth with my 12 flat. No matter how many times I say the brushes, you guys still say, what brush size? So these are my Donna Dewberry. This is my Donna Dewberry FolkArt brushes, okay? FolkArt one stroke or plaid one stroke Donna Dewberry brushes, okay? Same thing here. This is FolkArt one stroke Donna Dewberry brushes, okay? So I have the green ones are It's Good, Better, Best. We have some good ones that we sell. These are better, and the best are the ones with the purple lavender handles or the scruffies and all. In that same collection, the floral ones are all the specialty brushes, like rake brushes and fan brushes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come all the way here, and I'm going to do 1, 2, and pull a stem, and maybe one up here. All right, so we're gonna, I like also to just take and pull a stem into the wisteria. I'll show you that over here, a long slender one. And these are slider leaves. Slide in. Isn't that kind of nice? It holds, it makes it look more like wisteria. So you slide right into the wet paint. Isn't that nice? Are y'all taking a deep breath? Take a deep breath this morning and relax. There we go. Just relax while you're doing this. Now I want you to see that I then go 1, 2, and I turn the brush and go 3. And then I pull the stem in to each one of those leaves. Okay? So let me share with you what we do again. We touch, we put pressure, and then we slide to a point. Slide to a point, and then pull, just like we did our vines. All right. So I did 2 up there and 1 here. So let me tell you, this is how you really want to do it. You want to have a point, and then this number 12 flat, you can go to any size you want. So you have a point and 2 sides. And then you pull your stem into it. Okay. All right, then I'm going to put a couple down here. All right. There we go. All right, so now, lots of times I put rosebuds in here, but I want to show you another fun. Let's get a smaller brush. Let's go to a 10. No, this is an 8. Let's go to an 8. And let's do some smaller leaves. And this is magenta and white on a number 8 flat. All right. So I'm going to come in here and just do 1, 2, 3. Pull a stem. 5, 6. All right, just a cluster of pink and white. Okay, so let's do another cluster here. I like to do all kinds of, got pretty birds outside this morning, twerping. Lots of paint. We're doing stroke work, and you really don't need medium when you're doing stroke work if you put enough paint on the brush. All right, we're going to come here, put a couple of leaves on there. All right, so, oops, I dropped some water. See that right there? It's just water. Okay. All right. I can put another one like it's hanging down here a little bit longer. All right. And then let's do some up here. Push down, stand up, and we just slide it. Now, if you notice, I want you to see, I got this up into the ferrule. Let me come back down. What I want you to see is I'm going to, let's turn it this way so you see a little better. I push down and I slide as I stand. Push, slide. I don't do any turning. On these green leaves or these pink ones, I don't turn the brush, I just slide. So I call them slider leaves. All right. I used to have one stroke leaves where I push, turn, left. And these are just about easier. I'm just going to tell you. Okay. So aren't those kind of fun? Now, I'm going to clean that brush. Can you hear me raking it? I rake it on the basin. All right. And then I want to come in here with a little bit of water on my 2 script liner. I'm going to roll the brush and make sure it's not watery, but it's inky. All right, and I can streak through some white. So now look what's going to happen here. I should have not put so much pink. I can tie, and we're going to finish it right up. All right, more purple. Streak it through some more white. And we're going to come down here, and we make a big loop and come right back. So get some more white. We're going to go inside that loop and make another loop. And so we're not doing like an 8. We're hanging this down. We're looping it down. Okay, I just want you to see that real good. I get my inky purple again, a little bit of white, go right in the middle, loop down, and come back up. You can't push it. You've got to pull it behind you. So I'll show you this one more time. All right, let's go down here. We're pulling it out and then pull it back. So we're always going in front of it. So out and pull it back. And I can go right in the middle of this. And I can take it from right here and do a little loop. Because what I'm going to do here, I need some more inky. I use it all up. Pull some white. So I'm going to grab here and make a bow ribbon. Isn't that pretty? And then I can come right in, I pick up more paint and make a couple C's to tie it up. See, 1, 2. All right, so you can leave it without and then put a few of those, or you can put them every so often, right? Oh my gosh, I don't know if y'all can hear, but the birds are going crazy out there. I think that's a nice way to start the morning, having them chirp. All right, so the last, I'm going to, a couple more things. I'm going to make the green really inky, right in between the 2 colors. And then I'm going to hold the brush like a pencil, then put it to my knuckle, and I'm going to come straight up with my hand, and I'm going to take my little finger and make circles, left or right. I'm going to start here. And so I'm staying on the tip of the bristles to get that nice curl. And so you have to practice. I tell you to practice this with water right on your counter. And I'm going to keep rolling this, so watch. I'm going to go 1, 2, reverse, 1, 2. All right, isn't that kind of fun? Just using the very tip. This is like a fountain pen. I fill it with inky. I fill it, I roll it, I come off of it, and I'm ready to go. And so I don't touch the paper, and I make circles, and then I slowly lower it. All right, so don't those really make it light? How would you like to do a butterfly? I like to do these little butterflies. Okay, some yellow and white. Okay, now here's his head. All right, I don't think you can see, there's his head. I'm going, oops, I got my finger in the purple. I'm going to push and come to the head, push, and then 2 daisy strokes. 1, 2, 1, 2. So you want to make sure you know where the head is. So I need to get this inky green again. So right here, I'm going to touch, and then I'm going to lift, and then I touch the tip only and the tip only. All right, let's do it over here again. Lay the brush down for the body and stand up, then touch and pull down, touch and pull down. Okay, and you have little butterflies. So isn't that fun? All right, so see how many different colors you can make and share them with me. So all you're learning is the slider leaves, scruffy brushes. These are actually slider leaves too, the butterfly wings. This loopy string ribbon, and practice that. And look what you can make. All right, thank you for joining me. Please join Practice Strokes on Friday, because that's going to help you be able to do this so much easier. Thank you.